Hey guys, we are here with day 6 of our adventure here. And
hi, my hair is Casey.
It's very cold.
Yeah, it's like
the roof is leaking.
I got a sweater.
Yeah, but it's gonna get warmer. It's just the morning right now. It's supposed to get warmer, so we are off
20 degrees
to the bus.
The people in Canada are probably like, we have to stay inside.
Probably minus 20 degrees there.
Yeah.
I'm cold.
Yo, but it's not as bad as at home. Though.
Yeah, it's chilly. I should have worn a
Look
sweater.
at those cute little doggos.
Doggo.
I get a sweater.
Doggos. Yeah, so we're off to the bus to go to Animal Kingdom.
Yeah, woo! And we're gonna go on safari. The first thing we're gonna get soaked.
Apparently, we're gonna get soaked on that ride. It's like a water roller coaster, basically.
Yeah, that's what our mom.
That's what Mom said. So.
Yeah. I liked Splash Mountain, so I'll probably like this one. Yeah, I kind of got cold after though because like the winds and stuff.
But it was a warm wind.
Yeah, but it kind of like made the water kind of like, you know, like
Sarah was cold and she wants to blame the wind for it.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Okay, well, see you later. Well, that was shorter than I thought it was. Now we're at the bus stop with the smelly horses. Ugh.
No, you should tell them how I did when I drove.
She did. Oh no, I did that in my last video, the last one. She's doing pretty good, I said. It's pretty dope.
We didn't die.
Okay,
We didn't die.
The best? Okay, well, you're the best.
I am the
Who's
best.
second best now?
Still her,
Why?
because she did better backing up.
Hey, I backed up.
Yeah, you backed up, but you still kind of backed up.
Sarah did that as well.
No, she didn't. She did better.
Fine. She gets like a half point better than me.
No, we are in line.
Get wet. You may get soaked.
Yeah, that's the warning for this one. We're at the Cali River Rapids, about to get soaking wet.
We're gonna get soaking wet.
Hi. I'm nervous.
Okay, I'll see you guys when we get off. Okay, well, we're all soaked, especially Dad. Look at him.
It's only damp on this side. This side, slightly more.
We're all pretty damp. Look at my shorts.
Look at my legs. Look at my legs. They're like so wet.
We're all wet. We're all soaked. The sign literally says, you will get wet. You may get soaked. How do you feel, Mom?
I don't think I'm soaked.
I feel soaked. I feel superiorly soaked. My
My
hair
mom is very wet.
very fun though. Very, very fun.
It was
It was a lot of fun. I can't hear
But
you.
everyone's backsides, you know what I'm talking about, is soaked. Because we were probably the first people on that one craft because it just opened,
Yeah.
right?
Yes.
Yeah. And so the seats were soaked,
You got
and then
wet
we
before
sat.
the ride even started.
Yeah, exactly.
I need to get a tissue.
Where are we going next?
We are gonna find a tissue for my glasses.
That's nice. Okay guys, we're here at the Expedition Everest. And we're almost there, so let's go. That was incredible.
I can't walk now.
She was sitting awkwardly the entire ride. Shayla's a bit traumatized. It was so fun. That was probably.
That was the best ride, but I'm traumatized now.
It was probably the best ride here. Probably the best one. Definitely worth the 20-minute wait.
2 thumbs up. You'd get more, but that's all I have.
3 thumbs. Yeah. Okay, so we are now off to the dinosaur area. Which ride are we going on?
We're going on the ride called Dinosaur.
Oh, the ride is called Dinosaur. That's nice. So, is it a roller coaster? Yeah, I saw that. That terrified me, actually. Oh, yeah, but definitely go on the Yeti ride. Definitely, for sure.
It's fun, but it hurt my legs a lot.
Expedition Everest, it's
called. Expedition Everest. Do that for sure. Unless you don't like going fast, because oh my gosh, that went fast.
Backwards, really fast.
Yeah, you go backwards and then you go almost straight up vertical, but it's complete darkness.
So it's really hard to see. That's the part I hurt my legs on.
Well, you freaking sat cross-legged. Okay. Yeah, we're going to see a cool light show.
We'll do a little montage of that.
Yeah, sure, why not? So, what do we do on the dinosaur ride? Is it like a roller coaster?
It's not a roller coaster.
Okay.
I think you just sit in the cart and it takes you around. I don't know.
Okay, I guess. And here is the finished product.
Yay, look at you. You're a big flower.
On the left-hand side, top of the hill up there, hiding in between the bushes, copper-colored antelopes called bongos. Now, bongos are also known as the ghosts of the forest, disappearing behind everything. You don't get to see them too often. Both males and females have horns. Males are typically larger than the females. Now, be mindful, most of the animals here have mastered camouflage. You want to keep your eyes open. Behind every thick bush and tall tree can be an animal or a very convincing shadow. There's a watering hole on the left-hand side, usually attracts black rhinos. We've been seeing less and less of them here lately. And that's because there's less than 5,000 of them left in the world. And that's because of poachers. There's a rhino. Actually, there's 2 of them. One out in the open on the left.
That one's just in the bush.
Okay.
Making his own watering hole.
Well. Now, poachers believe that those horns contain some type of medicinal property, but they don't. They're actually made out of the same material that your fingernails are made out of, called keratin. So there's no reason for them to be poached at all. A couple of wild humans coming up on the right.
More of them?
Now, close to the road on the left-hand side, light tan-colored antelopes called greater kudus. Among the tallest antelopes in the African wild, standing 55 inches at the shoulders, weighing up to 750 pounds. Females, I know because they don't have horns. At the edge of the forest, there's a river called the Safi River. That's where we're going now. See if we can find some hippos. But I have to warn you, if you must blink, you want to do that now. Hippos can hold their breath anywhere between 5 to 8 minutes long, and they've learned how to do that while they're sleeping. They have great muscle memory. They're also among the most dangerous animals in all of Africa. They're extremely territorial. They love where they live. They have enough power in their jaws to snap a Nile crocodile in half. Keep your eyes open.
I see bubbles.
Water's pretty still.
I see bubbles.
All right, let's check the other side. There we go, close to us on the left-hand side. You're looking at a bloat of hippos. That's right, everything here's called a herd. That's called a bloat. Now they're born about 85 pounds. The males will grow up to be about 5,500 pounds. They get pretty big. Ironically, they're herbivores. They eat about 80 to 90 pounds of vegetation a day. They can swim, but they prefer to walk or run at the bottom of the river they live on.
Oh, look at the birds.
The large birds there, those are pink-backed pelicans. Backs aren't pink right now, but during mating season, their backs will turn pink. I'm referring to the skin and not the feathers. Notice that there's about 1, 2, 3, 4 nests over there. They are colonial nesters, meaning that they nest together in groups as large as 100 at a time.
That's a nice.
Mom and dad build the nest, and mom and dad take care of the nest together. It's a family affair. We have a lot more to do and a lot more to see. In only 2 weeks to do it all, and I plan on packing it all in. Besides, to drive so fast, 2 weeks will feel like 21 minutes. Oh, caution. Weight limit 4 tons. Pretty sure the truck weighs 5. Oh well. On the left-hand side down below, Nile crocodiles. They can grow close to 20 feet long. You see them with their mouths open. That's how they regulate their body heat. They can run 10 miles per hour on land, and I can drive 8 miles per hour. So get out of here. Oh. Or not. That does not sound good. Okay. Hopefully that's the only bridge we have to deal with.
Huh.
Coming up on the right-hand side, see an ancient tree called the baobab tree. Some say baobab, I say baobab. Baobab means upside down. If you take a look at it, it looks like it's upside down. The branches kind of look like roots. You'll see leaves in the branches 3 months out of the year. Now, the villagers have an interesting story about the baobab tree. They say the creation God created everything you see around you, and she had one thing left in her bag, and that was that tree. So she reached into the bag, grabbed the tree, threw it over her shoulder, and landed upside down. It's been that way ever since. But enough about trees, and let me show you my favorite spot in all of Harambe Wildlife Reserve, overlooking the savannah. Home to some of the most iconic animals ever seen, also known as the Serengeti grasslands stretching for hundreds of miles across Africa. We call it the superhighway for animals. Take the busiest highway back in your hometown, replace the cars with animals, and that's what you're looking at here. You're gonna head down and take a look.
On your side there. You're eating the tree branches.
All right, so I'm sure you guys can see that tower of giraffes out there. It's what a herd of giraffes is called, a tower. I am sad to say they were added to the endangered species list a few weeks ago. But here in Harambe Wildlife Reserve, we've become successful in creating an environment that makes the animals feel safe. So safe, in fact, they've begun to grow their population. So you see a few babies out there. You probably know about one of them. His name is Jabari. He was a viral sensation all over the internet. And that's because his mother felt safe enough with us driving around to give birth to him out on the reserve. It was a fairly unique experience. And that's the type of environment we're trying to create across the world, one where the animals feel safe to live as they should without the fear of danger. Now those are Maasai giraffes. Take a look at the spots. The spots look like puzzle pieces. Named after the Maasai tribe because that's where they're primarily found by the Maasai tribe in Kenya.
What is that?
What?
I don't know if you guys will be able to see them, but there's some African wild dogs on the left-hand side, really close to us. They're kind of hard to see over there, though. Probably see them in passing. Yeah, they're right on the left. The brown antelopes on the left-hand side, those are sable antelopes. They are the icons for Harambe Wildlife Reserve. They have a lifespan of about 17 to 18 years, led by the alpha male, but it's the alpha female that makes the decisions for the alpha males. Sorry, fellas, it's nature. Now, the land is just as important as the animals. Coming up on the left-hand side, see a large termite mound. They consist of dirt, dung, and saliva. So hard, elephants will use them as scratching posts. When the elephants wear them down, the antelopes climb to the top of them and use them as lookout posts to look out for predators. And that, my friends, is what the savannah is. A giant community of animals helping each other. The giraffes, they act as pruning shears, tending to the leaves of the trees. The elephants are the ones who knock down the trees, creating space for things to grow. The cattle are the ones who stomp through the bushes creating pathways. The antelopes are the ones who mow the grass. And that list goes on and on. It's a beautiful balanced system getting smaller and smaller each year. And that's why reserves like these are created. Harambe Wildlife Reserve was established in 1971. Our purpose back then was to protect the wildlife of Africa from poachers. And now we educate you about these animals, hoping you'll join us in our conservation efforts to save them. After all, most of these animals are endangered, so it's up to us to keep them safe. On the left-hand side, you see that 20 inches long zone there. You notice that it was purple. It's actually on purpose to stop it from sunburning. Protects them from the sun. Now the large cattle with the large horns on the right-hand side, that's an Ancolli cattle. Believe it or not, those horns are not solid. They're practically hollow on the inside, weighing about 5 to 10 pounds. They use the horns like a radiator. Blood goes to the top of those horns and pours back down into the body, keeping them cool.
I tried. Oh, there's so many more.
On the right-hand side, two different types of antelopes there. The tiny ones that kind of look like toasted marshmallows, those are springbok. Springbok gained their name because they can spring 6 to 8 feet in the air when they're frightened, 13 feet forward, all within the same motion, with a top speed of about 55 miles per hour. Fully grown too, they won't get any bigger than that. You'll see wildebeest on the right-hand side as well, white-bearded wildebeest. Name means wild beast in Afrikaans, also known by another name, and that's New, GNU. They participate every year in something called the Great Migration in a herd of about 1.5 million, and they'll travel anywhere between 500 to 1,000 miles at a time. Oh, another few antelopes here on the right-hand side. Patterson's elands, cousins of the largest antelopes in the African wild. There's a little baby Patterson's eland over there. You guys see it?
Cute, yeah.
They can jump about 8 feet up in the air without running. You'll notice the landscape is starting to change. You see some knocked over trees. That means they're close to elephant country. What they'll do when they can't find termite mounds to scratch on, they use the trees. They'll knock them over and eat the bark off of the trees. We're also close to Monkey's Point. We're looking for mandrills. Rafiki resembles the mandrill, very colorful faces. Rafiki in Swahili means friend.
They use these same shoes. The animals inside the crowd.
Oh, take a look on the right.
Big elephant.
I believe that's a male. He's all by himself. Elephant herds are mostly female. The males live with them until they're old enough to separate and they'll live on their own. Until they create something called a bachelor herd, just a group of guys hanging out. I'm not seeing any monkey. Oh, look towards me, behind the bushes here on the left.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. They are the largest monkeys in the African wild. The male can grow close to 100 pounds. The female is close to 30 pounds. Big size difference there. We're going to head over to the right-hand side. That is the beginning of elephant country. Pretty easy to get there from here. All we have to do is get right across the road. Huh. Road closed. They just built that road last week. I can't turn around. All right, we'll take a detour. There's an old bridge around the bend that hasn't been used in years. I'm not even sure if it's safe, but hey, I got to sleep. Hold on. Last time I used this bridge, it was a little tilty. But since then, it looks like they fixed it with ropes, so we should be good to go. The worst thing that could possibly happen on an old bridge like this is if it made noise, so as long as it doesn't make noise, we should be fine. Don't move. Wait. 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 All right. We're never taking that bridge again. So where are we? Red clay.
We're all
If I
good.
remember right, elephants love red clay. We need proof they've been here, though. We're looking for footprints or tusk marks on the right-hand side. Oh, yeah. We're in elephant country. Take a look on the left. They like to eat the red clay. That's their vitamin for the day. They are led by the oldest female called the matriarch. What does that mean? Grandma, calling all the shots. We know they're African elephants because of their ears. Their ears are shaped like the continent of Africa. They can hear about a mile away. And they'll flap their ears from time to time to keep themselves cool. They have large blood vessels in their ears, so when they flap them, it cools off that blood flows back down into the body. They can lower their body temperature by about 15 degrees when they flap their ears. Something I wish I could do. When they're born, they weigh about 300 pounds. Speaking of when they're born, there's a baby elephant over there. That is baby Stella. She's close to 3 years old now. You'll see she's starting to grow little baby tusks. Now they'll stay with their mothers anywhere between 13 to 15 years old, so somewhat similar to humans, so you give or take a few years. Fully grown, they weigh about 10,000 to 15,000 pounds. Put that in perspective, that's about half of what this truck weighs. Ironically, they're afraid of bees. So farmers are lining their fences with beehives to protect their crops from being stomped on by elephants. It protects the elephants from being hunted by the farmers, helps the economy, they're producing honey alongside their crops, and it's increasing the bee population, so everyone wins in that situation. Greater flamingos on the left-hand side, the lightest and the largest of the flamingo family, standing about 5 feet tall. And they stand straight up. They are hatched gray. They turn pink over time because of their diet on shrimp and krill, high in a chemical called beta-carotene. A flock of flamingos is called a flamboyance. Wait a minute. I've never seen an island shaped like that before. Oddly shaped island.
Wow.
Huh. Oh well. Gonna head into the east side of the savannah now.
East side. Whoa.
Ooh, white rhinos.
Look at these guys.
Obviously not whites, originally named Weitz rhinos. Weitz meaning wide or angled. The males are angled differently than their cousins, the black rhinos. They weigh about 5,000 pounds, traveling speeds close to 35 miles per hour. That's why a herd of rhinos is called a crash. See that mud pit behind them on the left-hand side? What they like to do is roll around in the mud to protect themselves from the sun, and they'll rub against the rocks and trees to get the extra mud off. Rhino sunscreen is what I like to call it. Cheetah territory coming up on the left. You can tell because of the scratches on the trees. They're the only large cats whose claws don't retract for you sports fans. That's like wearing cleats 24/7. Gives them the traction they need to run at speeds close to 60 miles per hour. That 60 miles is an average. They've been documented at higher speeds. There's 3 of them right down the left.
All the way back there.
There's another one down the left as well. And just around the bend, you'll see large rocks called Kobe rocks. Lions like to use the Kobe rocks as vantage points to pick out their prey, and that's the territory where they live. Be mindful, we may not see them. Lions are inactive 18 to 20 hours out of the day, mainly nocturnal unless they do most of their hunting. It's also when their eyesight is the best. During the day, their eyesight is similar to ours, but at night, their eyesight is 6 times better. Here's an ostrich on the right. There we go. On the left-hand side, you can see a male and female lion. Female lions are lioness. They're the ones who do most of the hunting and teach the pride how to hunt. See that male lion there? We know he's a male because of his mane and all that fur around his head and his neck. The darker the mane, the older the male, so he's not too old. Male lion's primary function is to guard and protect the territory where they live, and as you can see, he's doing a great job.
Oh yeah, so great. Keep it going. That's the life pick.
Yep.
Warthogs on the left. There's 1, 2, 3 of them. Known for their razor-sharp tusks. Those tusks help dig out those holes in the ground called burrows. Smart animals that go home backwards, keeping their tusks forward to protect them from predators. And yet people keep calling them Pumbaa, which means foolish one in Swahili. Brown antelope on the right-hand side, that's a bontebok. Probably never heard of bontebok before. They are extinct in the wild and only found in reserves. The story of the bontebok, there was less than 20 of them left. The farmer found them, put a fence around them. The 20 or so turned to thousands, and that's how they were saved. you'll see an ostrich and ostrich eggs on the ground on the right-hand side. Those eggs weigh about 3 pounds apiece. A fully grown human male could stand on those eggs and they wouldn't break. Ostriches are the largest land birds in the world, running at speeds close to 40 miles per hour. They may not use their wings for flight, but they do use their wings for direction when they run at those high speeds. Helps them turn left and right.
Yeah. More chains.
And then the holes.
All right, friends, so here in Harambe Wildlife Preserve, the question that we ask is, how do we keep these animals safe? We believe it is our honor and our privilege to protect these animals and keep our environment clean. You can help us by donating to the Disney Conservation Fund. You can recycle your paper and your plastic. But we are here to encourage you to do more in your communities and learn more about things like coltan. Coltan is a metal ore found in our cell phones heavily mined in Africa. That mining process strips away the environment and endangers every animal that you've seen. So next time you get a new cell phone, take your old cell phone and recycle it. That way we can Harambe. Harambe means come together in Swahili. And hopefully we can come together to save these animals, clean our environment, and protect areas just like these. If you're looking to see any more animals today, over to Gorilla Falls. Home to many like meerkats, naked mole rats, African bull frogs, zebras, and more. If you are a wilderness explorer, the name of my truck is Simba 1. That's SIMBA 1. Remember, folks, wilderness must be explored. Right. It does sound like the village is celebrating our return. It's just about time to say goodbye. Be sure to double check your rows, gather all your belongings. You don't want to leave anything behind.
your fingers. Let me get behind you so you can see. By the back, look it up.
Are you ready?
Yeah.
Are you ready? Yeah! All right, come on. Clap your hands.
Do not feed wild animals. All right, the kids are
Oh.
out.
What?
They are wild. They
Oh.
are not tamed beasts yet.
Apparently we're wild animals. So we just got back from the Lion King Festival, which was actually pretty good. The acrobatics was amazing.
Now we're in Pandora and we're gonna eat.
Yes, now we're in Pandora trying to find something to eat.
Yeah.
Something. Yeah, vein pods. They're like
Puds.
really squished, like compressed Rice Krispies. Like, you know those Rice Krispie square bars? It's like basically that, and then it's covered in like milk chocolate, and they've dyed it green. And then they like sprinkle or like do like, I don't know, like, okay, hold up. They do like things like this, but the vines around it are purple, like that or something. And the vines are purple. I don't know, Mom pointed to those. So it's kind of confusing. We're just figuring out, so I'll fill you guys in later.
Yeah.
I'm eating my giant pretzel right now. It's pretty delicious.
And this is like,
I've eaten a bunch of it already, as you can see.
look at my drink. It's got some of these bubble things in it, and I'm obsessed with them.
Okay. Where are we off to next?
We are off to the characters, so.
Off to characters. Trying on some clothes now. I'm getting kind of bored. We're looking still. Okay, we just took our pictures with Mickey. Went shopping a bit. Mickey is really ticked off when you. Okay, so we all had a giant group hug. It was really fun. And we screwed up Minnie's scarf. And then the guy, kind of leading us into the room, went over to fix it. And then Mickey got really ticked. And he was like, put him up. And it was really funny. But now we are off to the Pandora part. Because she said, this lady in line with us for the Mickey thing said that it's definitely worth the almost 3-hour wait. And sometimes it's not as accurate, so it might be faster and it might be slower. So we're just going now to, just in case, you know. So that's how it's gonna work. Okay guys, we just got out of Avatar.
It was amazing. It was
Definitely worth for sure. It was like almost a 2-hour wait, but oh my gosh, it was for sure definitely worth the wait. It's so beautiful and amazing, and it's so good.
I definitely recommend
We're
that one for
gonna
you
take
guys.
Yeah, definitely recommend it for you guys.
Hopefully it's not a 2-hour wait.
Yeah, just catch it at a good time. We caught it at like, okay, so go there at around like
6.
No, it's 6. It's almost 7 now, and it's 2-hour wait. So get there around 4 to 5, and you should be good. That's what we were told, and we were good. It was only a 2-hour wait, not a 4-hour wait. So got half the time off, so that was fun. And so if you get the fast pass for it, you miss a bunch of cool things to walk through to get to the ride. So like we took selfies and stuff and videos. We got a bunch of stuff. We got those like weird little spiky blob things and the giant avatar. That was fun. So yeah, now we're off to the light show. Hey guys, we just did the River of Light thing.
We weren't allowed to do videos or camera.
It was really good.
Yeah.
Definitely get. Well, I don't know how the regular line went, but the fast pass line, we just went right in and sat down, and we got a really good spot.
Yeah.
We got like almost right in the center, but we were like too far to the right a bit. So it wasn't like the exact center, but like there wasn't really an exact center because the exact center was where all of the water floaties came out. Okay, the best spot was probably the middle row on the bottom section right against the wall, because that's like the very middle for that part. We're just sitting here waiting for something to eat because we haven't eaten at all, and it's 8:20 almost. So yeah, we're gonna eat soon, but there's nothing interesting else gonna happen tonight, so this is the end of my video. I hope you guys enjoyed. Please like, subscribe,
And remember to hit that bell.
and I hope I see you all next time. Bye bye.